Hey, gang, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Well, Monday was a crazy day, and I shipped out my car back to LA, the city of angels. Some people may or may not agree with me, but if you live there, if you made some great friends and people that really you learn, you grow, and you spread your wings. And, that's why I loved it out there in LA because everybody has, many different kinds of way to live their life. And, there's so many different sectors here in Hawaii, there is, but everybody, because we're such an island, islanders just kind of commingle with each other and just started really from food from the plantation fields, right? Back in the days where plate lunch or bento started is because each camp had their own kind of food and share it out in the plantation fields, whether it was a cane field or whether it was a sugar mill. And so that's how old Hawaii used to be. And there's a lot of culture where, hey, the Manapua man, right on. Back in the days, we used to have the slush truck and we used to have those ice cream with those candies on, and we hear that bell going and we know it's time. And Dad used to always tease us and treat us. And then he'd make the steak dinner outside. It was so cool. But nowadays it's been a crazy roller coaster ride, just like what happened today. I just literally came back from ER and I was out in town. All of a sudden, I'm walking up the staircase with a whole bunch of people, my friends, and all of a sudden, I hear a buzzing noise like bzzz, and I'm like, ow! And everybody turned around and they're like, what? And I said, I think I got stung by a bee. They're like, what? Because we're in this staircase. And it's like, how did that happen? And I'm like, I don't know. So we go on top of there and I'm telling everybody, look at my ear, look at my ear. They're like, it's all dark over there because like we're all corrugated, like I don't know, a bunch of us. And we're looking and I'm like, I went to the side and then I'm like, I hear it. I can hear it. And they're like, it's in your ear. And I'm like, I don't know, but it's right here. It feels like it's like protruding into my ear. And I feel like my head is like swelling up like a oompa loompa, like a double head. And they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, I can feel it over here. And I can hear it over here. And it's pounding. I grab ice. I told them to grab me some ice and take a picture. Take a picture. I swear to God, some people. So I'm over there in pain. Finally, I got it to have them take a picture of my ear so I can see. And I'm like, right over there. The bee lily stung right in this part of my ear. How it happened, I don't know. But I still feel it buzzing. And I said, it's in my hair. I can feel it. And I went like this. And they're like, oh my God, it's in your hair. And I'm like, so I shoos it off. Like it's because everybody taking so long. And I said, go get a cup or something. And we were able to save it just in case. I'm like, I have to bring my evidence with me. And they're like, where are you taking it? And I'm like, see if they got Benadryl, da 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 da. And I'm like, you know what? I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? I'm right here at close by Alamana, jump in a car. Then I was gonna go turn around and go to Food Land and get Benadryl. I was like, no, I am driving. So I just drove straight 12 minutes down the street to Straub, and I just like Oh my God, Straub over there. It's really busy and a lot of crazy people. Like at that time. Whoa, did you see that? No, whatever. Took it all out and they put the IV right here. There's a boom. I had like maybe like 5, 6 doctors because I was like, I can't breathe. Like, I feel like I'm having a hard time breathing and my head feels like a oompa loompa, like they're twice. And here was like protruding, and I'm just imagining like what happened with my eye the last time. It's like, why is this happening? My eyes happened what 2, 3 weeks ago, and now it's my ear. And both incident was like a freak accident. And so, they ask you all these questions about when was the last time that you ever got stung by a bee, so we know what happened. And so I said, I remember it was at Manhattan Beach. Never once in my life that I ever got stung at a beach. I was lying there, my usual, because, I always stayed up the street. We hung out there. It was fun. I love Manhattan Beach because did you know that the sand in Manhattan Beach, they actually took a whole bunch of that and shipped it off to Waikiki Beach. Fun facts, if you didn't know. So there's always this tide with Manhattan Beach, and we always go live music. It's fun. It's a nice, quaint city, very nice city out there. And I just so happen to know a lot of people, very interesting people, very interesting stories. Anyways, we're not going there. And so if you are on my Instagram, don't forget to like us and friend us on that one. And because I'm usually posting things on my stories and stuff like that, because I always kind of take time to put everything together. But that's what happened to me today. So I was like, okay, what is happening today? I can feel it. And so, when all of these things are going, and the doctors, I have to say, as Straub, like the coolest. I had all the cool people. They're like cracking up with me. They're like, Oompa Loompa, what? Are they like the short green, like purple one? And then I'm like, yeah, but then, it's like, anyways, when you have that kind of good spirit, and I had really nothing else to, not really nothing else to do, but I had to wait until the IV, all the medication that they're going to put in. And then they're like, how did you get here, by the way? I said, I drove. They're like, what? And I said, yeah. They're like, oh, we can't put in the, what is it called? I'm getting like, yeah, exactly. Like Benadryl, because you're going to end up falling asleep. So I said, oh, okay, I'll do that later on because I know I have Benadryl at home. So, if you are in, and that's why the theme for today is, I always have my, right? I love bees, but bees are now, has to be kind. But the thing is that what is the spiritual meaning of a bee sting, this year? What is the spiritual meaning of a bee sting? So I love to find out things. And so this is one of the things I want to share with you. A bee sting can have different meaning for different people. For some, it may be a sign from the universe to pay attention to their personal spiritual journey. What? Okay. Yes, thank you. The pain of the sting can also be seen as a way to cleanse and release negativity from the body. God, I love that. I'm going to repeat it again. The pain of the stain can also be seen as a way to cleanse and release negativity from the body. And it makes so much sense, right? I mean, I was like, whoa. These are often associated with nature. I love nature, as you guys all know, right? And the nature world. So a bee sting may also represent a need to connect with nature more. Maybe that's why my garden is telling me something. But I'm always out there every single day. So, anyways, bees, like, when we look at it, it has a whole bunch of meaning. I'm going to be posting this down there. And so you guys can also see what I'm reading and sharing with you because it has such great meaning. And it made me really think about, like July 25th. What is the meaning? Oh my God, stop. I got 1-1. Yeah, right now it's 1-1. 11-11. This is what? 11-11, just told 11-12. And so these kind of confirmation that you get, it's like really a time where don't scratch your eyes, right? It's my, oh, everything is on my left. That's happening. My left eye, oh, this is getting spooky, and my left ear. And then my friend just sent me, now the world changed dramatically today. And if you know what we're talking about, because I've been saying it over and over again about how July is going to be like crazy, the outer world. They have to do this in order for us to, believe what is happening out there. These sources of energy that's I just read is to really take out the negativity and start focusing on the positivity. Because if I keep on thinking negative, I was cracking up in an ER and making everybody laugh, and I was reading them this, and I'm like, oh my God. I go to, and I came out, and then I went to 8 years. Okay. This 8. And whoever really believes in like numbers and things like that, 8 is a circle of 8 going back, And when I got my bee sting, it was 2015 of August 22nd, 8-8. And I put that on my Instagram. You guys can go and search all the way to the bottom when that happened at Manhattan Beach, because I was doing that and I was telling the doctor that. And so, these kind of coincident numbers is synchronizing. And sometimes in life, when there's so many challenges that we go through, like what I'm going through, if people knew what happened last week, Thursday, which is almost a week ago, yeah, a lot of things happened. I woke up, my IT girl said she shut out, and I'm like, what? And then I'm like, I really don't have the time. Oh, that was Friday. I really don't have the time to be, because I'm packing for Nordstrom, and Saturday I got calls and texts. My website went down. So all these kind of things. And then I found out I'm in this group, this Kajabi group, and whole bunch of things happen over the weekend. And I kind of post some of it on my Cocojor Facebook. So don't forget to go and take a look at our Facebook, because I also put a lot of information over there. So the thing is, it comes down to Wellness Wednesday is really about what I just said in my new moon series, that we got kind of, that was why we put it up so late, because of all these things that were happening. But anyways, go check it out. Everything, it's like, it's there's going to be where we have to really silently make a decision on how we really want to live our life, how we want to see our life to go forward. Because guess what's coming up is the super moon, August the 1st, which is coming up next week Tuesday. So this is a day that a lot of things is going to change. I mean, like, literally change. This is crazy. Saturday, they called me up. My flight got overbooked. Can you please change it? And it was like, what? And it was so funny because when I dropped off my car, because I changed the date, and it was so trippy. The same day that I'm going to land and leave to LA is when I can go and pick up my car. So talk about synchronicity. Be quite awakened and alert, because there's going to be a lot of synchronicity, numbers, things that is like, what? I don't believe all of this is happening. Why is it happening to me? Don't take the negative route, because that's what they want you to do. Remember, the energy you put out will bounce back into you. So if you always feel that negativity, always remember to switch your antenna and start to think positive. I tell that to my IT girl. She was so upset. I tell that to my staff. I tell people the truth. Yeah, the truth is hard. It's a bitter pill to swallow. But it's a truth spill. It's, because not that much people will take the time to really get to a point where we got to wake up. Wake up, because there's a lot of things going on. And if we just sit there believing what we think we should believe in the news or whatever, in social media, whatever places you choose to pick, it's your choice. But the thing is that feel what you need to feel. Be kind to yourself. And for me, whatever happened to my eye, whatever happened to my ear, it's just got me much more keen to my surroundings. So it can happen at random places, like wandering in the yard or going up the staircase. These things somehow happen. It was so weird. So I just wanted to share that with you. I'm ready to go and micro bubble my ear, and you guys can see. I mean, it's really, and I also was telling them about my micro bubble, and they're like, really? So yeah, really. So it's a way to cleanse it all out. And that's why I'm so lucky, so fortunate. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check us out on our website. It's working great. We took, all of this week to upgrade it and took care of everything. So don't forget to get our cooling products to keep your dog cool at 65 degrees. No refrigeration needed. All you have to do is just put it in water. 15 minutes, voila, you have a 2-in-1 cooling desk. When it goes down, you can reuse it multiple times. I have people use it for over a decade. We really make things that last. All made in Hawaii or in Japan, like our Minico microbubble system. So you take care, and we'll see you soon for the new moon coming up next week, Tuesday, August the 1st. It's a super moon. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get our button for our next videos that we set up on YouTube. Aloha. Take care. Watch out for the bee and be kind.